What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Swisher coming back at you. I know it's been a while, but you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you guys my latest texts and thoughts. I'm also going to shed a little bit of, what I think of, sorry about that. Uh, sorry about that, got a text. But now what I think of, the Rockets and what I personally believe will happen and what should have happened, you know what I'm saying? But first things first, shout out to my boy Ed Huncho, you know what I'm saying, and Sauce Nation. If y'all haven't subscribed, go subscribe to him. He's got some really good Texan content, good Rockets content. You know what I'm saying? He's doing some really big things, and I'm proud of him. I know y'all can probably see the rip in my shirt, you know what I'm saying, but I couldn't find my Texans. Excuse me. I couldn't find my Texans shirt, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to show I still got some other H-Town attire other than, my Texans shirt, although I am pissed that I couldn't find it. You know what I'm saying? Got my Texans bands on, you know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my boy El Sticky Larry, you know what I'm saying? If y'all not following him, go fuck with him for real, you know what I'm talking about? Because he be spitting some real. Also, shout out to that boy, you know what I'm saying, for doing that Dorian Green Beckham video too. I'm also talking about that too. Last but not least, you know what I'm saying, shout out to my boy Ray Ray, you know what I'm saying. He hasn't been on the YouTube scene in a while, but I also know that he's a family man, you know what I'm saying. So do me your favor, guys, you know what I'm saying, and go show him some huge support, you know what I'm saying. Because like I said, it's all about Houston love, baby, and that's what we all here for. We all talk Texans, we all talk about Houston sports and what we like, you know what I'm saying. So without further ado, also before I get into it, you know what I'm saying, for my boy Ed Huncho, you know what I'm saying, he has his website, you know what I'm saying, it's saucesports.com if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? Go check out the website, man. Go get you a shirt. You know what I'm talking about? I'm getting mine on the first. You know what I'm saying? And show Sauce Nation, you know what I'm saying, that you dripping that sauce, you know what I'm talking about. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not a part of Sauce Nation or anything like that. I don't want to get any copyright laws, or I don't want to get sued or anything from YouTube and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to my boy Ed Huncho. But without further ado, let me talk about first the Dorian Green Beckham thing with my boy El Sticky Larry. Some good tea right here, man. Now, a lot of people don't really agree with the whole bringing Dorian Green Beckham. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't agree with bringing him in, but like I said, my philosophy and my outlook on football is a lot different from everybody else's. I mean, like I said, when you look at the great coaches, you know what I'm saying, that have coached the game, you know what I'm saying, they strategically, I'm sorry about that, they strategically, you know what I'm saying, outbeat their opponents, you know what I'm saying. And Houston's on its way to having those pieces in place, but like I said, if they're not quite there yet. Now, on the defensive side, I really wish we could have gotten, Obi Melifonwu, but hey, I'll settle for Zach Cunningham, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, that's another cornerstone player, but on defense. But as far as the Dorian Green Beckham move, reason why I support it so heavily and why I want it to happen, it's plain and simple. This offense has not lived up to expectations due to poor quarterback play. And therefore, that hurts the receivers. Now, and you guys feel free to comment in the comment box below, you know what I'm saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, but not only does quarterbacks make receivers, but receivers also make quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Now, the word receiver is, not what, it doesn't have to be wide receiver. He can be a tight end, a X back, you know what I'm saying? One of those type of guys. just a receiver of the football, basically. Now, like I said, with a player of Dorian Beckham's caliber and his talent, physical talents, this is personally why I would like to see him here. Now, again, I know everybody's saying you're saying the same thing, D. He's 6'5", 230 plus 235 plus. You know what I'm saying? Could easily run a 4.4. You know what I'm saying? But he lacks the mental part of the game. Well, let me shed some light on you guys real quick. And here's why I believe him coming here to Houston would be the best move for the Texans. Again, look at players like AJ Bouye, who really nobody knew about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people knew about him, but you know, he didn't really start coming on until the late part of the year before last. You know, and long story short, to get with that, you know, the coaches here in Houston, they develop players and they have a good knack for bringing out the best out of players. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, with a player of Dorian Beckham's talent, you don't necessarily have to have him at receiver. You know what I'm saying? Again, be more mindful and creative on how you use your personnel. Now, like I said, with a player like Dorian Beckham, you can easily move him to tight end and have him be a seam buster. Plain and simple. It doesn't. I mean, what planet are you guys living on where it takes projected numbers and a lot of rocket science to just run a simple fucking go route? I mean, if whatever planet you're on or whatever weed you're smoking to make that happen or that makes you believe that, show it to me because I want to smoke that shit. You know what I'm saying? I am 420 friendly, by the way. You know, like I said, and as my boy El Sticky Lair was saying, you know, he would make a good red zone receiver. Well, yes, and me personally, I just like him better as a tight end. You know, that second tight end because I have a good knack for seeing talent and seeing what guys can progress and what guys can't. I've had a lot of time to look at Ryan Griffin, and he is not impressive. He's not impressive by far. I'm sorry. He's not athletic enough. He's not athletic enough to get away from linebackers, and when linebackers are draped over him, he doesn't possess that it factor to go up and get the football. He showed it against lesser competition, but I mean in the National Football League when you're playing for championships, when you're playing against the big boys, that's when you got to make those plays, not when you're playing against scrubs. Oh man, that you don't know how tired I am of seeing Texan players perform well against shitty teams and, you know, lay eggs when they play good teams. I'm tired of that. You know, I just am. You know, but that's just my own personal reason as for why Dorian Beckham should be brought to the Houston Texans. I mean, because like I said, he can generate points. You know what I'm saying? In one-on-one situation, like I said, it's all about enhancing your offense. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Falcons last year. Do you think any of those guys on that offense complained about their numbers specifically? No. Why? Because there was a multitude of talented players. Austin Hooper, that other tight end, Julio Jones, you know what I'm saying? Taylor Gabriel, Mohamed Sanu. The list goes on, you know what I'm saying? And that, I'm not even including the running backs, you know what I'm saying? When you have that many receiving weapons, and I only specifically said receiving for a reason, you know what I'm saying? When you have that many receiving weapons and then a running back that can run the ball like Foreman, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have a pretty high potent offense, you know what I'm saying? And that's, me personally, that's what I believe Houston lacks, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we have that running back in place to give the offensive juice, but as far as offensive firepower, I mean, Jalen Strong has yet to, have that breakout year that everybody's waiting on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're still waiting on that. But in this league now, and believe it or not, football actually went along this way before basketball, and basketball really adopted it. Well, Kevin Durant basically forced the league to adopt it. You don't necessarily have to have. I mean, New England basically is the only team that doesn't have to have. Sorry, I said have twice. You don't have to have superstars on their team to basically win. You only need one, and that's at the quarterback position. But whereas on other teams, you have a bunch of different, weapons outside of, I wouldn't say weapons, more like stars, you know what I'm saying, that can contribute. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and Atlanta is a perfect example of that. But like I said, you got to have that offense. For one, you got to have the offense in place to put these guys in position to make plays and whatnot. That's first and foremost. But second, you got to have the players that are physically able to do what you're trying to draw up. And that's just personally my own personal opinion on that. Now, as far as the Rockets go, I like where they're going. Me personally, I would have traded for Jimmy Butler versus Chris Paul, and my reason for that being James Harden showed that he can play the point, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I personally just think adding a guy like Jimmy Butler who's 6'7", who can not only give you production offensively, but as a defender, he's solid. You know what I'm saying? You can put him on an island with Klay Thompson and know that he's not going to get busted up for, wide open threes, you know what I'm saying, unless they set in double screens and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard for the average, and I mean for even the elite NBA players to get over with, you know what I'm saying, at times. But, I mean, like I said, now, the rookie that they brought in, ZQ, in my boy Ed Huncho's video, I said that his height will play a major role into stopping the Warriors. I mean, at 7'2" or 7'3", and on top of that, he's got a jump shot. You know what I'm saying? If you thought playing the Warriors was hard, you know what I'm saying, when you leave a player like Draymond open and he busts you open for a three, imagine, this kid is basically going to be the next Porzingis after a little while. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, I'm new. I'm not new to the basketball scene. I'm getting on it, and I'm learning as fast as I can. You know what I'm saying? But football is really my thing. Like I said, I'm gonna continue to progress as the days go by. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't just want to be talking about just strictly football. I want to be able to talk about all sports. Houston related. You know what I'm saying? But it's your boy Swisher. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out.